Alright, last night I put up a video adjusting the timing, adding some timing to the low end, and I feel like I left some things out. So this is kind of a follow-up video, and I want to show you what's in the car versus what was in the stock Camaro. This is a stock Camaro timing map right here. Stock 2010 to 2015 LS3 Camaro. Not very much on timing. If you actually go to the difference of what I have in the car versus what they came with, there's a lot. I pulled some timing out down low because the stock car had like 50 degrees in it. I put a bunch of timing in this area because there was basically no timing in this area. And then with the cam, it doesn't make power to about 3,000. So it's timing down here to kind of help it have some bottom end to get me over here to where we make power. It comes alive about 5,000, but I want to show you how I can get away with these big number swings. And then of course, this is what it looks like in the car. And I actually have no knock. It pulls hard, doesn't detonate, no problems. But the part I left out, I didn't show you, is you have intake air temperature adders, engine coolant temperature adders. These two maps add and subtract your timing, and then they're multiplied too. They add and subtract your timing. So basically it's 2 degrees multiplied by whatever that factor is, I'm thinking. But this has got to be the stock Camaro, yeah. So let's say we started over from last night. We was on 28 degrees. I think I saw intake air temps around 50. If this map was like this, how it was, it's changed in my car, and I'll show you. But if it had the stock intake air temp map and it was on 28 degrees total timing on the high octane map, it would have adjusted itself to 30 degrees, which is, where I want it, which probably would have been badass. But I went and zeroed all of that because I want the timing I put in there. I already got it dang near on the ragged edge of timing, so I don't need the car to put 4 degrees in it. Now we're detonating and pulling timing out, or it's going in a knot. We don't want that to happen, so I zeroed it out so my inputs are what the car sees. Also, if you and I'll go back out and go back in and show you, you need to adjust these two. Well, mainly this one, but you need to adjust these two if you're building a nitrous map for a Camaro, or if you're building a nitrous map for any car. Because you say, I got 24 degrees in my nitrous tuning. Say, it was 24 degrees last night, this would have put me at 26. 26 and not the right gas, you might have leaned it out a little bit, or you might have hurt it. So make sure you zero these out. I'd rather be in control. And kind of, that defeats the beauty of fuel injection. But, I want my car to run the same at all times. So I feel more safe. I feel more safe with my timing aggressive and this zeroed out than to leave them a little timing on the table and to let the computer add for it, I'd rather run 30 degrees and not worry about the sensors adding timing. You never know if that sensor's going to add timing when that Mustang pulls up next to you. So I'd rather be ready. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready, right? But like I said, I left that out because I didn't want you to, some tuners might watch this and then they're like, hey, this dude's gonna blow up. He's got 30 degrees in it. Then the ECU is going to dump another 34 degrees. Now we're at 34, which would be too much. I've got away with 30 degrees on, hell, I can't remember how much pump gas was in it. Maybe 5-6 gallons of 93, and then I put 2 degrees of 112 on top of it and went to the track, and I got away with 33 degrees. But as soon as that race gas was out of it, I had to change that map. Engine coolant temperature, I'll show you this. Let's see, where are we on? Stock Camaro, 212 degrees is pulling timing. The more you give it gas, it stays about 2 degrees. And then at these, when the engine's cold, it's adding timing. I don't really move my car till it's 150 degrees. oil temperature is just starting to rise at 150 degrees. 170, that's when you start getting to like safe oil temperature levels. I got a 2SS, so I can kind of monitor that stuff. I really run 196, 194. In the 190s is where the car running. I got my fans blowing full blast at 190 degrees. If I get stuck in a drive-thru or in traffic, it might go up to 203, but it doesn't really hang out in the twos, especially if the car is rolling. So this is what I'm gonna show you the difference. I actually didn't touch it down low. So if the engine's cold and I take off, it still has a little more timing coming in. But like I say, I never drive my car with 100 degrees cooling temperature. I don't crank up and go, so this is never really a factor. These three lines right here is where my car lives, and I have those zeroed out. Do not add or subtract based on cooling temperature. You know, the intake air temperature, the last one we was in, has a wider range. You know, if the engine gets heat soaked, it might see some high intake air temps. But my coolant temperature is something I have better control over. But like I say, where the car lives is zeroed out, so it's not really adding or subtracting there. And that's how I can get away with 30 degrees and nothing is going to add to it. Low octane, just in case you get some bad gas. This is, did I even change that? Oh, I got a little more timing. A little more timing than, this is what's actually in the car right now. And I did this so the, you know, the cam would be happy that saw some of the low end bucking. Put some timing in it, down low. But this is the, like say you get bad gas or you put 87 in the car, this is the timing the car actually sees. Some tuners actually copy and paste the high octane to the low octane. I don't believe in that because you can't control what you get at the pump. So if I do get some bad gas, oh yeah, pull some timing out. We don't want to be 30 degrees on some 87 octane. It's going to be trouble, like Bernie Mac said. But I just want to show you a few more things. Something else I noticed, this is the stock Camaro. I had a Super Chips tune in the car. I tuned off the Super Chips. I never tuned off a base stock map. When I started my cam tune, I had a 93 octane Super Chips tune in it. And if you go, they had that turned on, the spark smoother. Alright, I want to say, I wanted to add some timing down low after a spark plug change. I went to a Kohler plug, excuse me, went to a Kohler plug after I started spraying my car. So the timing map was actually good on TR55s. You know, it was nice and responsive. I went to the TR6s, you know, when it was fresh, it felt cool on the way to the track, you know, new plugs. But driving it around, you know, after that, I felt a little lazy. Probably need a little more heat in the cylinder, so that's why we're putting more timing in it. Actually got a lot of timing in it, but like I said, it's a colder plug in the car because I don't want to be switching plugs. Just go spray nitrous. I ride around on the cold plugs. So I got TR6s in there. Those are coming out, and I'm going to the non-projected tip TR. Well, I think it's a BR6 or something like that. But non-projected tips are going in there. It's a little safer on the nitrous. I'm tickling this car. I'm not hitting it hard. I just turned it up to 100 shot, and that's it. I'm gonna get out y'all hair rambling on. I never made it.